Mr. Khan.
Apologize for the timeline. What I was talking about is the fact that Donald Trump has no connection to anything having to do with Captain Khan, who was a brave war hero. The timeline is very simple and true, Allison. Hillary Clinton voted for the war in Iraq. She did not support the surge. Barack Obama made things worse by invading more countries than President Bush did. They did change the rules of engagement and got tens of thousands of soldiers that were killed.
But he was killed in 2004 when George W. Bush was president.
Allison, may I chime in, please?
Donald Trump wasn't there. That is the only point. That is the only point. Donald Trump is being blamed for something he had nothing to do with, and he did not attack this family.
You were blaming
he just
President
simply
Obama.
Said, I had nothing to do with it.
Katrina, the words that you used probably cost his life. President Obama and Hillary Clinton changed the rules of engagement that probably cost his life. You do acknowledge now that you were just wrong.
Well, absolutely. That's why I use probably, because I was just going through the timeline. Because since then, we have had tens of thousands of soldiers that have been lost. We have had tens of thousands of soldiers that have been lost. We have had tens of thousands of soldiers that have been lost. 1 million wounded, $6 trillion later. How can we possibly put any of the onus on Donald Trump? It is absolutely absurd, and that's why you see all this confusion surrounding this issue, because Donald Trump had absolutely nothing to do with it.
But no one was blaming Donald Trump for Captain Khan's death. You were blaming President Obama, and he wasn't president yet.
No, I was talking about Hillary Clinton specifically voting for the war, and that was during that time period.
Katrina, you acknowledge you got it wrong.
Donald Trump did not vote for that war, period.
Donald Trump, in an interview in 2003, he said he was supportive of the war before the invasion.
He
was
did
only
not.
He who the enemy is, and a lot of times the politicians don't want to tell you that.
Are you for invading Iraq?
Yeah, I guess so. You know, I wish it was. I wish the first time it was done correctly.
Right.
Absolutely
for the war.
said
he did not choose
He couldn't have voted.
Troops.
He was a private person.
He was a private person. Barack Obama did not vote for the
That's my point, Allison. That's my point. That's why this is a ridiculous conversation. Donald Trump had nothing to do with sending troops like Captain Khan into Iraq to begin with.
Nor did he have anything to do with opposing it until after the war had begun and wasn't going well.
But it doesn't matter. He had nothing to do with this war that sent Captain Khan over there. I mean, that's the whole point here. Mr. Trump had nothing to do with this, but somehow, for the last few days, this has been revolving around a war and Donald Trump, something that he had nothing to do with.